For the assignment of the museum visit, I was able to go to Museo Universitario de Arte Contemporáneo, or commonly known as MUAC. This museum is a large contemporary art museum located on the campus of the National Autonomous University of Mexico, and it opened in November 2008. There was a lot of expositions when I went, but the one that I was the most excited about was the exhibition of the famous artist and activist Ai Weiwei. Ai Weiwei is a Chinese contemporary artist and political activist that has been highly and openly critical of the Chinese government's stance on democracy and human rights. There were many Ai Weiwei's artworks, like the Wang Family Ancestral Hall, which is an installation that consists of over 1,300 pieces of various wooden building elements from the late Ming Dynasty. And it also features a reconstructed Ming Dynasty ancestral temple from Jiangxi province. The temple was considered to be a sacred space for hundreds of years, where offerings and ceremonies for ancestors as well as important social activities and meetings took place. Bringing a natural historical building into an exhibition space, Ai Weiwei is able to transport the temple's cultural significance and beauty. The resulting environment encompasses not only the physical but also the temporal and social spheres of China's culture. But the most outstanding artwork in my opinion was the installation called Resenting Memories. This installation consisted of 3 art pieces. The first one is a big white circle located in the middle of the room. This circle contains piles of antique teapots that were placed over the circle. The matter subject of this artwork is to explore the traumas experienced in China and Mexico in a narrative that appeals to the obligation to construct social memory, bringing together the concern represented by the destruction of cultural heritage and the relationship with our ancestors. This unresolved trauma leads to violence against the new generations. The other art piece is called Lego Portraits, a Yotzinapa case, which consisted of portraits of the 43 disappeared and the 3 dead students from the Escuela Normal Rural de Ayotzinapa on the night of September 26, 2014. The portraits are made of Legos because they are able to provide a uniform colorful bias for the low-quality images of the students, posing an equivalence of representation that to a certain degree overcomes the poverty of the photographs. Underneath the portraits, one is able to read the whole timeline of the previous and subsequent events to the Ayotzinapa massacre. By reading the whole description of the artwork, people started acknowledging the brutality of the massacre and the actions taken by the government that tried to manipulate the events even when more and more people, activists, journalists, and press knew about the enforced disappearance. The third art piece consisted of a set of interviews to the relatives of the students. The film aims to show the human impact of the events of Iguala in the families and classmates of the students, whose lives have changed irrevocably due to the crisis of enforced disappearances in Mexico.